Now, let's look, I looked at the task-centered instructional strategy, but let's think about all the other approaches that we talked about, like collaborative learning and experiential learning and problem-based learning and team-based learning and task-centered approach. So actually, you can really look at them at the same way. So they actually also have a big effect on motivation and also on cognitive consideration. So for example, let's look at problem-based learning. So again, it's about performing a task which involves actual experience. It's interesting because you're actually solving a real-world task, and the value should be high. So we should make sure that the task that we are picking is relevant for the student. And in terms of cognitive consideration, so again, when we are trying to solve a task, just the same as the task-centered approach, we are engaging in schema construction. You see that even though all these strategies or approaches, I regarded them as the active learning part of engagement, they really are strongly related to motivation. So when we look about the engagement, and this is something that I talked about in the previous presentation, we said that it's about motivation and active learning, and there need to be the two of them and so on. But really what I want to emphasize is that there is a strong relationship between motivation and active learning. So motivation, which includes self-efficacy, affects active learning, because when your self-efficacy is high, you will be more engaged in the task that is involved in the active learning. Whereas the active learning affects motivation. So if you are doing something that is interesting, your motivation will increase. And if you are doing something that results in actual experience, your self-efficacy will increase, which will increase engagement. And if you are collaborating with someone else, that will increase your vicarious experience, which will again increase self-efficacy, which will increase motivation, which again will affect engagement. So what I really encourage you to do when you are doing your module is think about it holistically. So you can definitely make sure that you have strategies that address motivation and strategies that address active learning, but really try to think about how an activity that you are making in the class addresses both in a reciprocal way, as Bandura called it. So this is it, and I wish you good luck as you're doing the project, and feel free to email me with any questions. So bye-bye, have a nice day.